Vietnamese coffee culture is famous around the world, but it isn't just thin drip coffee. In Ho Chi Minh City, you'll find dozens of unique coffee styles that locals love, but many visitors don't even know exist. Today, I'll take you through four must try coffees at four different cafes that define Saigon's coffee culture. For our first stop, we're at Cheo Leo Cafe. It is down a quiet little alley in District 3. Opened in 1938, this is the oldest cafe in Ho Chi Minh City. At first glance, it looks a bit run down, but stepping inside feels like stepping back in time. The space carries a nostalgic charm with patterned tiles, old wooden chairs, the hum of the ceiling fans, and soft Vietnamese music drifting in the background. This is being operated by a pair of sisters who continue on their father's legacy to preserve the local coffee culture. What makes the coffee at Cheo Leo unique is instead of the common thin filter, the cafe still uses the traditional vert brewing method. So this is a cloth strainer that's carefully handled to let hot water flow through the coffee grounds repeatedly. The process is simple, yet the aroma that fills the room is rich and unmistakably bold. The coffee is served strong and dark, full of character from the Robusta beans. Black or with condensed milk, it becomes smooth and comforting, balancing the intensity with sweetness. This cafe draws a mix of people, long-time regulars, curious young locals who adore the heritage as a cool thing, and also tourists who heard about its reputation. Each table seems to share the same unhurried pace, sipping their coffee slowly, chatting quietly, or simply watching life in the alley outside. You can really sit here all day and chill, just a very Saigonese way of life. The cup of coffee at Cheo tastes really good, and it's also a cultural experience where the taste, the decor, the music, and even the neighborhood setting combine into a living piece of Saigon history. In the heart of District 1, on the iconic Dong Khởi Street, sits Nguyen Legend Cafe, a brand that has become synonymous globally with Vietnamese coffee. Unlike the quiet, hidden corners of old Saigon, this cafe stands proudly in the city's bustling center, welcoming both locals and travelers with its modern yet distinctively Vietnamese identity. Here, the focus is still on tradition. The thin drip coffee that we all know and love remains at the core. A slow, deliberate brewing method that captures the essence of Vietnam's coffee culture. The beans are carefully sourced, offering a variety of blends that range from bold and intense to smooth and aromatic. At Trung Nguyen, it's actually more than just coffee. It's Vietnam's answer to the global stage. While international chains like Starbucks offer familiarity, this cafe presents an experience deeply rooted in Vietnamese culture, one that feels authentic and proudly local. It is more expensive than the street side stores, but what you are paying for is the quality of the coffee beans, the beautiful space in a central location, and the sense that you are part of Vietnam's growing coffee culture. You can really smell the aroma from the freshly brewed thin coffee. It tastes strong and bold. There's no bitterness or artificial flavor being enhanced like the cheaper street side coffees. A true sign the coffee is good is that you can just drink black without any sugar. Our next coffee stop is Little Hanoi Egg Coffee Cafe. In a small alleyway in District 1, this place has a cozy, nostalgic vibe, simple, traditional, and full of character. Of course, we are here to try the egg coffee. This is a Hanoi classic that's been around for decades, made by whipping up egg yolk into a creamy foam and layering it over strong Vietnamese coffee. This is from the times during the Vietnam War when there was no access to full cream milk. You can have it hot or cold, something warm and indulgent, or iced. The result is a smooth, rich, and almost like drinking a latte or cappuccino, but with that perfect mix of sweetness and robusta bean bitterness that makes it uniquely Vietnamese. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I wouldn't drink this every day as it is a little bit too rich for me, but it tastes great, super creamy, and it's something I will definitely take family and friends who are visiting Vietnam to try. What's great is that it works in any mood hot for something warm and indulgent, or ice when you want to have some fun, refreshing treat. It's also the kind of drink that even people who aren't hardcore coffee lovers can enjoy. Now, welcome to one of the rising stars in Saigon's coffee scene, Every Half Cafe. This place has been making waves recently, not just for its beautiful minimalist design, but also for how it's reimagining Vietnam's coffee culture. Every hub position itself in the mass premium market, meaning they aim to deliver a coffee experience comparable to international specialty brands like Blue Bottle, but with a distinctively Vietnamese twist. What really makes every half stand out is their focus on Vietnamese beans and innovation. They roast in house, sourcing from top coffee growing regions like Điện Biên, Pleiku, Lâm Đồng, and Buôn Ma Thuột, experimenting with everything from fine Robusta to Stamaya and Liberica. So today I'm going to try their traditional latte. I think it's a perfect way to see how every half balances the local beans with global cafe standards. So barista told me their standard latte is a double shot, and they use a 30-gram basket for the espresso, which is really cheap for specialty coffee compared to a lot of other fancy places. So let's give this latte a try, hey? The latte here is smooth, balanced, and creamy. But what stands out is the depth of flavor. You can really tell the quality of the specialty beans mix really well with the milk. The foam milk is frothed to velvety perfection for that lovely taste in your mouth. They also come with tasting notes to help you distinguish what you are drinking if this is something quite new to you, all the flavor and all the tasting. So beyond just coffee, every half is setting up itself as an accessible gateway into specialty coffee for Vietnam's younger generation and international customers. It's stylish, comfortable, and a space where coffee feels less intimidating and more like part of everyday culture.